completely reinventing yourself is ridiculously possible and easy extremely quickly. A lot of people, they just don't know what to focus on. They make a million excuses. They're stuck overthinking and analysis paralysis, and they just blame their circumstances and they're lazy. So I'm going to give you the quickest blueprint to completely change who you are as a person, to completely become a new man, a new person. And yeah, so first things first, finances. The reason why finances matters is because otherwise we're going to be stuck working a job that we hate, stuck in a 9-to-5, which basically means that you're trading your time for money. What that means is you have to show up to get paid a wage to exist on. If you truly want to live and live that lifestyle that you see other people living, or just have the freedom to truly pursue your purpose or your passion, you need time to figure that out. And a lot of us, we get shoved down this college path, this 9-to-5 path, whatever, where we're stuck trading our time for money. We have no time to think. Because we have no time to think, we just basically have to follow the direction that we're on, which is shoved upon us by the world. So becoming financially free is super important, because then you could buy your time back. And TikTok Shop is the best way to do this. I'll just be straight up. I've made $400,000 on TikTok Shop. I have an e-commerce brand, which is very successful as well. The quickest way to completely transform yourself is just by taking action. It's okay to not know what you want to do with your life. I didn't either, and I'm still in the process of figuring it out, but I have a high point of leverage to figure it out, because I have the ability to pursue whatever I'm passionate about, or whatever purpose I feel like, God has put into my life. And that's what I'm doing right now with this video, is helping out as many people as I can to become better versions of themselves, financially, with fitness, and in faith too. So when it comes to financial, I failed my first year. I was doing drop shipping. It wasn't good. And I was like, drop shipping 100% is going to work. You need that self-belief. You need to be delusional. You need to be radical. If one person has done it, it's possible. It's possible for you. You literally just need to row and not quit, and you will succeed 100%. So when people say, oh, statistically speaking, it's not going to happen, that's because they're talking about people who quit after a couple times that they tried. So if you deal with that worry, anxiety, fear, doubt, that's normal. It's just about what you do with it. Are you going to give into it, or are you going to get over it? That's why faith in God is so important, because I used to really struggle with doubt, but after putting my faith in Him, during those million times that I felt like quitting, I was like, all right, God, I'm putting my faith in you. I trust you. I know that your plans for me are good. They're not of evil, and you want to prosper your children. So I'm going to step out in faith and keep rowing. And eventually I became successful, even after failing a million times. So faith in God is so important. It'll get you through. It'll also completely transform you from the inside out. We really need a relationship with God, not just a religion. A religion is like, I'm going to follow these boxes so that I can feel better about myself. But we literally need God to be good, because God is holy, He's righteous, He's just, and He will literally put His Spirit inside of you when you put your faith in Him. So I strongly recommend building a relationship with Jesus. That's everything. And if you don't have that, you honestly have nothing. So faith is super important. Finances, because you get your time back. You can start to live out your purpose and your passions. And in terms of fitness, it's actually very simple. Just like go out in the sun and get 10,000 steps a day and eat clean, healthy foods. All I eat is orange before the gym, some honey, raw milk. I eat ground beef, eggs, steak, and that's pretty much it. That's it. So eat simple, clean, whole food ingredients, spend time outside, go walk. If you work a lot, get a walking treadmill and a standing desk. That'll be awesome. Once again, a lot of these things come from the finances. Because of financial freedom, I have the time freedom and the location freedom to go work outside and get more sun than the average person who's working inside under fluorescent lighting. So hopefully this is all making sense. If you want to completely transform your life, you have to trim out the fat. Stop hanging out with the people who don't want you to succeed, because they're ultimately crabs in the bucket. They don't want you to succeed because they blame their circumstances for why they are where they are, but you are taking accountability for why you are where you are, knowing that if you change your actions, you can get out. So that when you get out from you changing your actions, it's going to destroy their beliefs that they're there outside of their own, that they're there because of some external circumstance. So of course they want to keep you there. So you have to cut out these friends that aren't going to get you anywhere. You're going to find plenty of friends who support you and love you, who are aligned with your mission, which is to become financially free, to get, more lean and care about your health, because you'll feel so much better. You'll have way more energy to actually do the things that matters. And at the end of the day, this is just about becoming a better man. It's about supporting our future families. It's about helping other people and blessing them. It's about, just like refining our character. This walk, it's not going to be easy. There's going to be obstacles, but you've heard this a million times, but it's truly the case because I've been in this for, 2.5 years now. The refinement of your character is the most precious thing that you could possibly have over the money, over the watches, the cars, the whatever it is. The obstacles that you have to go through and the person who you become is genuinely so beautiful, and that is what is going to stick with you. I know that sounds cliche and it's not going to make sense now, but if you just row as hard as you can, then that will make sense to you. God, the faith aspect is super important. Once again, if I didn't have God, or if we don't have God, we literally have nothing. So that's a quick blueprint of how I would completely transform my life. That's how I've done it. That's how a lot of people I'm helping are doing it. I do personal mentorship for TikTok Shop. That's why people are getting rich ASAP. People making over, $100 an hour with live streams and helping them go viral pretty quick as well as the fitness stuff. I'm actually building out a community of people who are looking to improve their finances, who are looking to get closer to God, and who are also looking to get more fit as well. So, I'm building this community of people to help with TikTok Shop, fitness, getting closer to Jesus. And the goal is that we all go on a trip to Switzerland and do a Bible study together and, go on a crazy hike versus, going to clubs and flexing our watches and, being around half naked women to look cool when we're actually empty inside. So that's the vision. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. I'm building it out right now with my business partner, Luke. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this helps.